Welcome back to another fantastic episode.
Hey, hold on. This is my podcast. We're going to relax for a second.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you for coming to Horn Reels. How are you guys doing today? Today, we're going to review Hocus Pocus. I have my co-host here, who is the host of Our Corner.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me on, man.
Appreciate it, man. I really like this movie a lot. We're going to just talk about it for a little bit. I'm a huge Disney fan, so Disney has been, part of my life since I was a child, and so was Hocus Pocus for a long time because it's my mom's favorite movie.
Welcome all to Walking the... Wait, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, wait a minute. I thought this was Torn Reels.
You guys...
Okay, we got to schedule this again. Okay.
All right.
You go away.
Wow.
You quiet.
Wow.
This is all about me now. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
It's the fucking nerve of some people, man.
I know, right? Divas. Tyler is a diva. That's what I'm thinking.
Absolutely 100% spotlight whore. So, kind of going off of what you were saying, Hocus Pocus was an original Disney movie that kind of popped up in the 90s. And it was one of those movies that came out at Halloween time, and I feel like it had such an impact on how Halloween was that you were looking to watch that movie every year when it came out.
Oh, yeah.
If your parents weren't rich and bought it on, VHS or DVD, because that's how it works.
That's how it was back then.
Yeah, you'd have to go to the store, buy a blank VHS, plug it in, tape over it with all the commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was wild. But lucky enough, it survived the test of time. It's still a movie that you can enjoy even as an adult today and share with your own kids.
And it has a cult following too, so a lot of people.
It has a huge cult. It's
love
not even
that movie.
I would say that the word cult following would be like if it was in smaller tones. This has a fucking full-on
massive fan base.
Yeah,
it's an amazing movie. We have Bette Midler, which is Winifred Sanderson, Sarah Jessica Parker as Sarah, and I can't remember the last lady's name, but she did amazing. I don't know if you noticed in that movie, she talks like a slant on her mouth. You know how hard that shit must be to do the entire time.
And she does it like this.
Yeah.
Every time you see her, it's her lip hanging out the side.
I was like, that's hard as hell to do it the entirety of the time. I mean, Tyler does it already, but
funny. And doesn't she at one point in the movie, if I remember right, I haven't seen this movie in forever. Doesn't she get slapped and then the curve goes to the other side?
Go to the other side,
yeah.
It's a joke that she has all that shit. But I like this movie a lot, and it not only personified. I think they played witches very well. I don't know about y'all, but Winifred Sanderson played a witch, or Bette Midler technically played the witch so perfectly, and it made you think, okay, these bitches are actually witches. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
get it? The rhyme.
It's so the idea was, and when I saw this. As an adult versus when I was a kid. When I saw it as an adult, you can't picture those characters without picturing the actors who played them. And that is only a testament to the talent that they have. I mean, anybody could play any other character in a Broadway film. And you're like, okay, cool. They did a good job. But to sit there and watch, Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker not only do their roles, but also be offered to a point where they reprise their roles in the future is a huge fucking testament. I mean, it's massive achievement. Now, talking plot, right? The idea is that long ago, these three witches, ate some fucking kid, turned another one into a cat, cursed an entire town, and then now in 1990s Salem, Massachusetts, this motherfucker is He's trying to get laid. He's trying to get laid. He's trying to get that good. He's trying to get that nookie, bro. He's going in there. Convinces his little sister to go with him all the way over to this fucking house, which is abandoned but is a museum.
It was the old Sanderson house.
Yeah.
Which ended up becoming a museum because no one believed in the lore.
Yeah.
And then, shit happens.
Now, here's the point, right? The whole place is abandoned. It's a museum, and everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
So nobody goes over there, even though it's a museum, even though they celebrate it every year. They tell that story. That's how it's perceived when the teacher tells the story.
Right. But they all think it's a joke.
Yeah.
If I tell you there's a unicorn, you're not going to believe me until you see a unicorn. You're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah. But now here's the thing, right? This kid, in the first few opening scenes of him, getting ready to summon the witches. He walks into the fucking museum and he takes a Zippo lighter, reaches down and lights the lighter like them bitches came with lighter fluid.
Right.
I was like, you know what?
They don't come with lighter fluid.
And they're covered in cobwebs. So it's like, Zippo did an amazing job advertising that their
Zippo.
lighters work.
No matter what, they worked.
Like there's Zippos out there that have like lasted a long time, but those are the old Zippos. The new ones don't do that.
I like Zippos though. Zippos
Yeah,
are nice.
Zippos are nice.
Like
but
if I'm gonna go with a lighter, I'm gonna go with the Zippo.
Yeah.
110%.
unless you're trying to light something a little closer to your face, then they suck.
Right. But okay, so like what I like about this movie a lot is the practical effects. Like they had when he lit the black flame candle that the floorboards move. How they did that is they had people like the foosball fucking handles.
Yeah.
They had that and they would just move the thing. I think that was fucking dope.
Are you trying to say poles?
No, they didn't. It was a
The
pole.
foosball poles, yeah, they're
foosball pole,
poles.
that type of shit.
That was a really big like
He was-
roundabout way of just saying pole.
You want to go fuck yourself, dude?
Are you? We're not here for you to choke out low-level insults, my guy.
For real?
That was bad.
It was bad. I couldn't remember the name Paul, all right? Damn.
He is sitting there. He's like, those long cylindrical metal items that people hold on to or put things into places.
Right. The things that you could hang a hanger on? That shit, I don't know what it's
Aaron,
called.
what you just said was shorter than I think what you
Fuck
said.
yeah, dude. All right, well, that was the Anatone Reels, apparently, since I want to get fucking roasted on. But I love the practical effects. Like, even Billy the zombie looks better than some zombies that are out now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This came to a time where Disney really kind of took their movies seriously. When you say practical effects, I love practical effects in movies. I think they always come out better than most CGI.
Right.
Just because most actors that can physically see or have the actual effect, you get actual reactions from them.
Right.
So it's like it's such an awesome thing to see that you are using practical effects, right? And this is the 90s. You almost only had practical effects.
I mean, even the special effects of the lightning that Winifred uses is fucking great.
And not just that,
It
but
doesn't look bad.
the black flame on the actual candle itself.
Yeah. It doesn't look bad.
They didn't overdo it where it was like solid black.
Exactly. And then the practical effects where Binks gets run over and they inflate the body of Binks. It's like, and they have the crackling noise and everything like that. It's still good. Like, it's still great.
Right. There's tons of things. Now, you mentioned that there was some things here like Bette Midler being. Now, I want to ask you, like, who's your favorite character?
Oh, Bette Midler, 100%.
Bette Midler.
Yeah. Winifred Sanderson to me is not only the best character there, but she's the one that portrays a witch the most, in my opinion.
I always like how when she gets called like ugly or old or something like that, she always tells her, "You hear what he called you, sisters?" It's like
they called you, my guy.
I know for a fact it wasn't me. It didn't.
He looked at you directly. I'm just letting you know, though.
He was like, "You hag," and she's all hag, and they're all like, "Uh-oh." She doesn't respond well. She's like, "Sisters, did you hear what he called you?" And they were like, "Okay, cool." So she just ignored that.
So you're not the hag. It's fine though. It's cool.
Yeah, there's a part in there that really makes me laugh is when they're throwing toes at each other.
Yeah.
They're just like fucking flicking them, and she's all, "I'm trying to concentrate." She's like, "She's trying to concentrate." It's like, you seen that SpongeBob meme where he's all, "No."
No, one of my favorite parts is in the beginning of the movie, Bette Midler comes out, she opens the window, and she goes, "Ah, what a glorious morning. It makes me sick." It's like, me too, dude.
Here's a fun fact. So there is, in the scene where they are going through and all the kids are trick-or-treating and they run to that guy who's dressed as the devil. So his wife actually plays Laverne from Laverne and Shirley, which is like a series that came out during like Happy Days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I think it was even, she ended up being on a few cross episodes with like the Fonz and Fonzie and stuff. But that's beside the point. It shows you that how much they went into detail on some of their actors and actresses. I mean, she played a really good like angry housewife.
Oh, yeah.
And
well, I mean, he was dancing with Sarah Jessica Parker. If I was a wife,
who the fuck
I'd
wouldn't?
be upset. I mean, I would. I mean, she has a horse face, but in this movie, she looks fucking amazing. So,
oh, she looks absolutely.
I mean,
phenomenal.
I would dance with her, but I would be upset too as a wife. I would be like, "What the fuck, bitch?" Like,
yeah, I mean, like,
what are you
that's
doing,
like,
my man?
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean?
like walking in and seeing like your girlfriend dancing with Jason Momoa. You know, you're like,
No, see that's not true because I'd be mad that I'm not dancing with Jason Momoa. You know what I mean?
it's,
Because
I get it. I get it. I really do. But like at the same time, like we're coming from our perspective of it.
right? No,
So
for
like,
real.
you know, you
'Cause
got
if Jason Momoa wraps his arms around me, I'm not gonna lie, I might moan a little bit. Just
I don't
you
know, man. You've been about Christian Haydenson lately.
Oh yeah, no, for real.
So like if you had to pick like,
Hayden Christensen.
I know what he meant, so I just continued. Hayden, Christian Haydenson.
who the fuck is that?
I don't know, dude, but I just kept going with it.
And I kept going like it was just right as rain, dude. I was like,
I didn't want to correct you in air, but apparently he did.
Apparently, if some guy just shows up and says his name is Christian Haydenson, Aaron's just gonna leave.
Look, I'm letting you know if he's ugly as fuck, and you set me up like that, bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna be pissed.
100 for 100. I said it with confidence, and you were like, "Let's do this." That only proves that.
I
And
was
you
just
were
like, sure, dude. Like, I'm not gonna correct
what
you.
the fuck happened?
I didn't want to make you look stupid online, but Tyler said, fuck it.
Listen,
make it
man,
look stupid
it's
today.
checks and balances. We can't just be like, "Oh no." Like,
We can't just be all right as rain. All right, back to the movie. So
Parker Jessica Harrison said.
Parker Jessica Harris and Met Bidler.
Met
you know?
Bidler.
Met Bidler. So what I like about this movie so much though is that it got to show off. It got to show. Oh, I'm loud. My bad, bro. What I like about this movie though is that you got to show off Bette Midler's voice and talent, like how she actually is. I think she is a phenomenal singer, and it proves the point in this movie because she sings.
That was one
My
of my
goodness.
favorite scenes. I cast a spell on you, dude.
I cast a spell on you, yeah, and it's so marvelous.
Yeah, she does so well, so much so that that's the version that I listen to rather than the original version.
Oh hell yeah!
And to kind of go back here, this is what I want to. I absolutely, you know what? There's something that I can't stand about this movie. Okay, this motherfucker is trying to get laid, so he goes to an abandoned house and is like, "I'll light this fucking candle. I don't give a fuck." And then he lights it and he's like, "Oh no, I lit the candle." Secondly, this might be an abandoned museum, but wouldn't there be like a security guard or some shit like that?
Right.
Like,
At least
why would it
patrolling.
be, since you've turned it into a museum, you have sprinkler systems that run, which means that they have constantly running water. Why on earth would it be easy to get into where they could just like open the door? Because they
Right.
do that. They just walk in. They don't like pick the lock. They don't like
They just
go
walk.
through.
It's
They just-
unlocked.
They're like, fuck it, dude.
It's unlocked as hell.
And I think my part about this is that like this is a huge plot hole because like they obviously know that they cursed the town, right? This is this huge thing, so much so that they bring it up every year. They have a point where it's like they're like, "Hey, nobody should light the black flame candle, especially a virgin," which he's like, "Yeah, I'm a badass," but
I love the running joke in that movie though. They go to ask a cop for help, and it's a guy dressed up as a cop, and he looks at him and goes, "You're a virgin?" He goes, "Yeah, dude, yes, okay, fuck, all right, damn." I'd have been pissed. I'm like, bitch, are you trying to help me or like what? Like,
dude.
you know what I mean?
He leans in and he's like, "Are you a virgin?" And he's all, "Hey, bro!" Like
I'll
his
get a
eyes
tattoo
get
on
all
my
fucking
forehead,
wide.
bro. Like, come on.
But I think you know, and this is that whole spiel, right? Throughout the years, they left that candle exactly where it was. The villagers left it there when they first cursed them. The museum left it there even when after. Like normally, when a museum closes down, they pack up their exhibits and send it somewhere. But they were like, "Nah, fuck it, we don't have time for that. Leave the water running. We're out."
Well, I mean, Allison Says, which is the girl that Max is trying to get laid with, sex.
Yeah,
um,
he's trying to sex.
he's trying to sex intercourse. She tells Danny that they had a museum there, but a lot of spooky shit was happening in that thing, so they just packed up and dipped.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's not how that works. Like the second someone heard about like that, you know, something was going on,
Right.
that place would have been wrecked.
Right.
Yeah.
They would have destroyed it.
They would have
They
destroyed
destroy
it.
everything. People destroy the second there'd be a homeless guy living there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There would be.
Now,
But that's what she says. Allison tells Danny, she's like, yeah, a lot of spooky shit was happening, so they just dipped. You know what I mean? So that's why it's abandoned.
speaking of which, you know the funny thing about Ice and his friend.
Fucking hilarious.
So when you go back into the 90s, like that was legit a fucking style. you've seen the fucking hat, the leather jacket,
Dude.
To
Was
me,
was the carving into the head? You guys are older than me.
Yes.
Was the carving into the
Yeah.
head a real thing?
yeah,
You're
100%.
damn right it was.
That's
Absolutely.
fucking nasty.
Damn right
yo.
it
That's, you would carve
That's
shit into your head like that.
gross.
Yeah,
That's still around.
yeah.
The name carving into the that's
Yeah, bro, what-
insane.
what are you
That's
talking
never gone away.
I mean, the only thing I see now is like carving like a Nike logo and shit like that into your head. I get that, I guess.
Yeah, but everyone gets the swoosh.
Yeah.
Swoosh isn't cool now.
Yeah,
so it's
because
just cool now.
just do it, bro. Like,
For real.
Here, since Sean's not here, I'll do I'm bald joke. Nature's giving me the swoosh.
What's funny is I was about to insult you too.
Yeah.
You took it from
He
me.
did.
Fuck.
pulled the carpet right out from under you.
I swear to God. Like God is pulling the hair from his, but whatever.
Here's one plot hole, right? So
I will redo the fucking camera so it's just on Aaron. I don't need you.
I don't need you. But
welcome to the better half of Torn Reels.
whoop, it just zooms in.
Extreme close up.
Bro, no. What's funny though is that guy that's with Ice, I can't remember his name, right?
Sickle.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God. I was like, sickles. That doesn't sound right. I got the joke.
No.
You're so dumb.
No, it's, and you know
can't
what?
stand you.
His laugh irritates the fuck out of me.
I can do it, but I'll break the mics if I do
He
it.
said, ah, and I was like, oh my God, that is the most fucking.
I straight up can do it. I just don't want
Dude,
to break
that
the
laugh
mic
was
so bad.
that laugh was like a forced Jewish laugh. It was like,
Sean tells me all the time, he goes, that's how you laugh, bro. I'm like, fuck you, bro. I like his insult, though. I like Max's insult, though. He's like, what am I supposed to do with my day? He goes, learn how to breathe through your nose. And he goes, damn, bro.
Yeah.
And then Fred laughs, and he goes, oh, wait. Like, that's just hilarious.
you got to have a friend who appreciates a good roast. Like,
Right.
like he just blew him out of the water with that one.
You know what one of my favorite parts is that Sarah and Mary, which is the characters, I just can't remember Mary's actress name. They're trying to calm Winifred down.
Yeah.
They're like, just let's think calming thoughts. And he goes, rabid bats, infections, and they're saying a bunch of shit. And they're like chilling.
Is that the zombie?
What?
The Wolford or whatever?
No, Winifred is the main chick, the orange hair.
Winifred is Bette Midler.
Yeah, Bette Midler.
Oh, okay, okay, sorry.
Billy is the zombie.
Billy is the zombie.
Billy's my favorite character.
Billy, yeah, because like the whole time he's like trying to catch up with them, but for the reason of, hey, I don't like them either.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
Yeah.
He's not trying to hurt them. He just
No,
he
he's
wants to fuck them.
Dude,
And
I
he
just wanna go
keeps
back to
getting
sleep.
hurt like the entire time. Like his whole, and it's things that he's like not ready for. Like when you see him come out and the bus is coming and he drops back down, but it crushes his fingers.
I just sat there. Ah.
They do absolutely no prep work for him. Like they don't tell him about the world or anything. They just
No.
let
Yeah.
him figure
They
it
just
out.
let him go
and
at
then
it.
they're like annoyed that he's not with them. It's like, well, of course he's not with you. Like
My-
he has to work. He's used to a horse.
I
and a car.
love when he cuts his mouth open, right, to talk, and he doesn't know if he can speak. He looks at him and he goes, trollop. He goes, oh, I can talk.
Yeah. I think my favorite part with Billy is when they first wake him up and he's all like that.
Fuck,
And he's like just
shut
got
the fuck
attitude and he's pissed. He's like, whatever. And the whole point is that I think it was that Bette Midler was the one who poisoned him
Yeah.
because he was looking at her sister.
He was about to sleep with his sister, Sarah.
Yeah. Which I'm like, why aren't you mad at your sister?
Right.
Like, clearly there's some issues. But
No, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like one
that tracks.
But that was
Yeah.
Billy was
That-
Winifred's first boyfriend, and then he wanted to sleep with Sarah, which, understood.
I get it. I mean, that horse teeth probably does a lot of scraping.
For real. Which, you know how much training you have to do to talk with those type of teeth?
And the way that she purches her lips all the time throughout the movie, it's wild.
That's insane. And to sing like that, bro, it's fucking wild as hell.
Yeah, oh my God. Back to another huge plot hole that I'm just starting to think about, man, is
Sorry, I just
look at this fucking, think about it. She calls the book, right?
Right.
And the book is like, she's like, make yourself known. And the book fucking opens up and shoots into the sky.
Yeah.
It's like, can't the book just do that all the time?
No, you have to open the
don't-
book.
I don't understand how none of the stuff they have in their house has ever had giant issues before. Like if everything that can do that, and then the cat, isn't the cat someone?
Binks,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Binks the cat is.
How has this never happened in like 300 years?
Because Binks is usually the one protecting it, so he usually scares off or like hurts the person trying to do it. But Max got hurt and he threw him and he goes, "Fuck it, I'm trying to impress this bitch. I'm good. Like I'm not
I
leaving."
don't.
Yeah.
Just seems very
Which, by the way,
waiting.
Binks could have talked to fucking anyone at any point in time. Remember
And
this.
he didn't. He could have just said, "Hey, how about you don't fucking touch that shit?" You know?
Yeah.
Just burn the house down.
You could have scared the fuck out of someone by being a talking cat, and instead what you did was you let 2 teenagers and a child be in grave danger.
All night.
All night.
All him.
All
This
night.
is, you know what?
And then like mid movie, he goes, "Nice going, Max." Is like,
And couldn't he have like saved Billy too?
technically.
Like before he died? Before.
Oh
he
no,
died?
no,
No.
Billy
Billy was
died.
dead,
Billy
yeah.
died before Max, or
Yeah.
not Max. Binks was turned into a cat.
There's another scene that pops up that I'm always like, that's a little strange to put in like a Disney movie. And that's when Sarah Jessica Parker is flying on the broom singing for all the children. And she's like doing these really like elongated stretches, like all this like
Oh, being seductive.
being seductive. And I'm like, that's strange that you're doing that in order to attract children to you.
No. It's Hollywood. It checks out.
It's Disney.
No,
it works.
what's hilarious? What's hilarious is the bus driver's joke. He goes, "What can I do for you, 3 fine ladies?" And they look at him and they go, "We want children, like to get children." He goes, "I mean, it might take me a couple tries, but I'm down to do it." I was like, "Me too, dude." I never like
No,
I never understood that joke.
No.
Until like when I was more of an adult, and I was like, "Oh wait, he's talking about something else. That makes sense."
Yeah. Yeah. And even now I'm like, yeah. Oh, I'd take that. I'd take that deal. That's a damn good deal.
That's a damn good deal. But no, I love that. And you want to know a fun fact though? When they did Hocus Pocus 2, they wanted Bette Midler to sing that song again, but she couldn't hit the notes anymore because she's old. She's like, what, 70, 80?
Okay.
She can't hit those notes anymore. So they told her, okay, we're going to just do a different song. But she was down to do that song. She was like, I just fucking can't hit it no more. But what would you rank this movie out of 1 through 10?
1 through 10. Honestly, if I compare it to movies that are nowadays, and those are kind of the ones that we watch periodically to like big budget films or made for TVs, I definitely give this one like, I would say I give it an 8, like roughly 7.5 low end. But, I think it has a really solid kind of story. It's very entertaining. They didn't take it too seriously, or it was like, hey, man, this is about witches and fucking kids. And they were like literally
Witches and fucking kids.
witches, fucking kids. That's what this movie should be.
Phrasing, Aaron.
You need
Phrasing.
to phrase your words better, man.
This is the word. This
We're
was
never
a
getting
horrible.
sponsorships, bro. I'm just letting you know.
This was a horrible
Not
choice
once.
in movies. Like witches, fucking kids is wild.
This is insane. What Hocus Pocus were you watching?
It's like I streamed the.
Doubled down. He just doubled down.
It's not.
This is
It's
the-
not called Hocus Pocus. It's called Hocus Pocus.
Did I stream? Did I stream the wrong one, or did a different opportunity appear? I'd like to think the more positive.
Let me ask you a question. Did you have to pay for this one?
I was wondering why it was on past 11. Like, that's,
Oh my god, that's terrible. But no, hold on. Before we leave, I have to go back to one more thing.
Yeah.
We were talking about special effects earlier, and one of the special effects that I like the most about this movie is when they're getting turned to stone,
yeah.
and they what?
I thought you were gonna say where they removed Sarah Jessica Parker's feed bag. Sorry.
No. when they turn to stone, and you see them turn to stone, it doesn't look as great because it's back in the day. But when they explode, the colors that come out of them, oh my god, it's amazing. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. The green is so vibrant. The purple and the red
Yeah.
are so gorgeous to see whenever.
I love that because most of the time they had like a lot of color schemes like black and oranges and shit. And this one really introduced like that eerie green color, as well as like the vibrant pinks that kind of go with it. It was really like those are good special effects. Even the turning to stone was a good special effect.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as you think. Like if you look at it now with all the CGI and stuff that we have now, yeah, it kind of looks bad. But back in the day, that was like state of the art shit. You know what I mean?
I would still say, even compared to like nowadays, because like you see like CGIs where they make it look like she's actually turning to stone. And
I mean, look at anything DC.
look at anything DC, and you find that this movie's a 10 out of 10.
I looked at Tyler directly when I said that.
Yeah, you know what? That's cool because they can always revive Bette Midler to join the Justice League. Because why not?
Because why not? I mean, Superman. They're not doing Superman anything. You know, Flash's ass.
Yeah, and a rapist.
He's trying to calm himself. He's doing yoga.
I've never
don't have
seen
enough time.
None of them.
You're laughing.
none of them. Because when the sun comes up, Tyler's gonna turn to stone.
Right.
I'd be
But
better off.
everyone, that was Torn Reels. I hope you enjoyed us laughing and giggling at him being weird and buying whatever movie he bought. But thank you for joining us. Have a good day.